What's up? We're going to talk about a couple things, but I talked about before how I like flags, and I added a new flag. So I'll show you a couple of my flags because of work. This is a Gaston flag that I currently have in front of my house, and it was raining, so it is wet. I just brought it in on the pole. I really like this flag. This is one of the first truly American flags. Unfortunately, a lot of these assholes right now at these town hall meetings and shit are flashing this shit around, even though they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So I'm somewhat concerned that I'll be associated with these idiots by having this in front of my house. Why the crazy right gets to take control of all American symbols and shit, I don't know. I don't know how that happened, but they just seem to bogart all of them, which kind of pisses me off. This is also another cool flag. I like this. This is the first naval jack. You'll see this on a lot of Navy ships nowadays. This is a fairly recent addition to American flags. I like this flag a lot. It's cool. Here's my big Confederate flag. Again, I don't support the South like the Confederacy or whatever, but it's just a cool flag. It's a shame that it has to be associated with such ignorant people because it's a really, really good flag design. It's a lot better than a lot of flag designs out there. I picked this up. This is my new one. Got a little British flag going on. Little United Kingdom. This is also a cool flag. It was a good idea the way it worked out. Of course, you have the English, Scottish, and I believe Welsh flags combined here to make the Union Jack. It's a good flag. Of course, POW MIA put this shit up on Memorial Day. This is a good design. It's a very it captures the mood quite well. Put that up on Memorial Day and Veterans Day and shit like that. So that's just a couple of flags, and one of my good nylon American flags. Nylon is good for all weather. But if you're going to pay a lot of money for a flag, it should be cloth canvas. Five by 3 on those flags. So yeah, I enjoy flags. I'm ordering a German Imperial Navy flag from before Hitler's day, but most people are stupid, so any older German things are seen as Nazi things, which is unfortunate, but I'm gonna get me one of those. And somebody asked me if I have a Nazi flag. There's all different kinds of Nazi flags, and no, I don't. I would like some, because if there's one thing that the Nazis did quite well, it was symbolism, propaganda, and things like that. And because of that, their flags are very cool. I would like a battle flag. Get some Wehrmacht battle flag shit in there. There's all kinds of websites that sell all kinds of cool reproductions and shit. You can get all kinds of cool shit. Yeah, I was gone this whole weekend, so that's why I wasn't here. I was gone. That's why I wasn't here. Yeah, wow. Went up north to my friend's cabin. He's got some property up north, and did some four-wheeling, some ATV shit. Fucking. I did not see a single squirrel. I saw more deer than squirrel, and that's very bizarre. The squirrel there, or the squirrels, the deer on his property are way too stupid. Me and my buddy Tim were driving probably about 25 miles an hour off-road on two four-wheelers, being very loud, and this deer just stopped and looked at us and didn't move. Even when we revved our engines and shit, didn't do anything. No wonder Arthur's brother gets a deer every time he goes up there. You can fucking kill these things off of your four-wheelers. They do not run. It is not in their best interest. What else is going on? Oh, I want to respectfully ask Confederate Socialists a question. I feel we've been hostile towards each other, but I'd like to ask him a question. As one of his a mini-part series for an emergent governance or of an emergent guy, I don't know, something like that. Talking about stateless society, he has something about warfare, and this is my question for you, Confederate Socialist, because you're talking about businesses, and in one of the parts of that you were showing, that the budget for military in a lot of countries is a lot lower than the profit of a lot of companies, and that's interesting. But this is my question, because you say that it's not impossible to create a military without a lot of taxation and whatnot. And to a certain extent, I would agree with you. It comes to the question of what's the difference between a government's military and a private contractor? And this is my problem. This is when I come to a point on this issue that stops me in my tracks. Okay, companies are for profit, right? That's fine. We've all agreed on that. Military, fighting a war isn't about profit necessarily. Okay, you're not going to be profitable. So what is to keep a company? Let's say that there's some sort of dispute going on. It doesn't matter what it is, and there's war going on. Okay, and let's say this war is between. Let's say that we live in a stateless society and we have a private military contractor that we pay for. We hire them to fight off government's military, right? And of course, this government's military is not for profit. Okay, they have essentially an endless amount of money. Okay, and their motivation isn't profit. Their motivation is military victory. At a certain point, if this war goes on long enough, okay, it's going to become extremely expensive for this company. Okay, extremely expensive, and at a certain point, it's not going to be profitable because the point of your military spending is true if we're talking about peacetime, the amounts that you showed there, but you have to consider how much fighting a war costs, like an actual war. A full-scale conflict between two industrial nations is extremely expensive. Okay, if this conflict war becomes unprofitable for this company, what is to stop this company from no longer fighting the war and fucking us all in the process? That's my question. I'm not trying to be a douche about this. I'm curious as to what your answer to that question is. And I'm sure you have one, but I'd like to hear it. So I'll make this a response to one of those videos. And this is the 30 seconds that usually gets cut off, but YouTube has been weird, so I'm going to keep talking on the off chance that it doesn't cut off this 30 seconds, so it's just not me sitting here for 30 seconds. That's the way it is. That's what is going on here.